Dynamic, stylish, adaptive, speed, precision. You might think I'm talking about a sports car, but these are all words to describe the dance ability of the German-born and now Hollywood, Florida transplant, Susi Brenk. I had the pleasure of meeting her years ago in England. Since then, every time I see her, we burn the floor. This week's video is going to break down 2 dances I had with her, and we're starting right now. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? This is Joe Figueroa at LIR Dance TV with another video in our series, Anatomy of a Dance, where I break down a social dance count for count, pointing out everything I did and everything my partner does. You can leave your questions or comments down below and I will try to get to as many as I can. If you find something in these videos that you would like a more detailed breakdown of, let me know below. This here is a double setenta, where I pick up her hand and then put it behind her back for the double turn. Then I take a turn for myself at the end. I condition her with a lasso and then take her into a roundabout. Conditioning is something that I do when I'm dancing with someone, where I give them a move that I know that they would normally do, and then I repeat it but change it after they've already gotten used to what my lead is going to be. Press line into inside turn to 360. Ladies, notice her little leg flick, her little knee lift there on the 360. From there, it's a fishtail into a fake, followed by a progressive turn led two-handed with no break. You'll notice that I repeat the two-handed progressive turn, but then lead her into an overhead copa from a handshake hold position. That's another example of conditioning. We go into a copa to fake, where I stop her at the shoulder. Ladies, look at her arm styling here. She wipes out to the side, down the back of the head, and then across the chest. Let me take this moment to share with all you leads out there that when you are going to give a caress, it's always the hands over the head, never the arms. Make sure you're passing your hand or her hand or both hands over your head or her head. Anything else is a guaranteed smack in the face. You ever hear that phrase, when you trip in life, make it part of the dance? Well, I tripped in dance and made it part of the dance. This right here is what I refer to as a late pull. It is basically a check of a progressive turn, which normally would not be possible. It requires stopping her from the middle, from completing her progressive turn, and then pulling her back on the last step. I find it one of the harder things to do, and still one of the most fun. She gives some great styling here, which amounts to like 3 poses, one after the other. Check this out. Handshake hold, copa to bounce out progressive turn, followed by her arm stretched display. She gives a nice little and one, into another late pull, two-handed. Like I said before, not a big fan of footwork. This is a two-handed double turn into a copa break with a back-led progressive turn over the head, once again without breaking hand connection. Into a double turn, once again two-handed, a late loop for me, which is only possible because she's so fast that I can get 2 turns done and still have plenty of time for myself. Ladies, take note. Double inside turn to check, spiraled arms. Guys, notice that I get the arm all the way overhead to the shoulder. I think that that's key to make this look right. This next clip was shot in Orlando a couple of years ago. Big shout out to the guys at Salsa Heat. Triple turn into a bounce out progressive turn like before, into a hand-led Copa through 360. Look at this, ladies. Let's count how many times she styles in some way in these 4 counts of 8. Another triple turn with a late loop for me. I catch the hand behind the back, so then I can lead her into a basic, which is just a fake. She takes a great opportunity there to style. Inside turn led from the left. I then keep position in the center, leading her over my head into a sectioned inside turn to 360 cross. I like 360s. Double into continuous windmill turn. I think I broke that down in one of the last videos. Ladies, notice she has a little pause step right after the cross here. This is cool. Inside turn to overhead 360 to walk. I lead her into an arm wrap at the neckline and then pick her hand up in front and then lead her into an overhead progressive turn with a loop for me. To two-handed progressive turn with another loop for me. Ladies, check out her sweep kick right there at the display. After that, we go into a press line into inside turn to check. I then lead her into a double where I pick up for a 360 afterwards and then step in for my block. Ladies, notice that she does an immediate hair flip just to add to it. I might as well do the whole thing in slow motion. There's just too much to point out. Triple setenta to hand-led Copa to late lift. I reset, step under, inside turn, double, high and low. I ask for her hand behind my back. She, of course, gives it to me into an inside turn for check, all led by one hand at the hip. And then I lead her into another inside turn where I stop her for her pose. Then after she poses, I release her hand. She seemed uncertain at first, but then finished it out. This one is difficult. We start off handshake hold. I lead her into a back-led double progressive turn and then late loop at the end, but then immediately go into, without breaking hand connection, a double inside turn to check where I put the hand out to the side and wrap one in front so that I can go into my over the head two-handed inside turn to check and then break for the pose. But wait, there's more. Inside turn wrap, still not breaking hand connection, into check. I then use both hands to give her a double spot turn, letting the right hand wrap in front and then use that to go into a late pull. I mean, come on, people. It still goes on. Handshake hold, double progressive turn. I late loop at the end, quickly pick up her left hand below, then lead her into another back-led double progressive turn with a late loop for me. Then right away, without breaking hand connection, into an inside turn, then slow it down with a press line, and I stop at the end of her arm to step under, and she has plenty of opportunity there to style with her arm up. She goes down the back of her head, and then down the front of her chest, and then out to the side. Gentlemen, note how I maintain the position and stay at her arm's length, both on the way up to the left and then back around to the right. I lead her into an inside turn, and then stop her with one of my patented Joe Figueroa checks at the hips to give her another opportunity to style. Double inside turn, free spin to 360, and then she does a nice little hip roll there at the end because she's got plenty of time. I go into another bounce out after the double, but this time when I send her out, I keep the hands in front of her to loop behind her so that she just does a basic step. Very difficult to do. And the key to it is to make sure, guys, that you always keep the hands in the direction that you intend for her to face. So I'm going to keep the hands out in front of her. That way I know that she's not going to change direction. She also doesn't go looking for me, which is great. Ladies, you don't have to go looking for something that's in your hands. So don't turn over your shoulder looking to see where your partner went. Just keep a straight line, let him dance around you. And of course, she takes a moment to show off her hips. Ooh, my shirt feels so nice. She's always moving. Hands always moving about her body, always styled out to the sides, always popping the hair. Ladies, take notes. So we finish this up here with a sectioned inside turn. I pick her up for a 360, switch to handshake hold, then lead her into a back-led inside turn where I'm going to just stand there and give her an opportunity to run into me. She styles, looks me straight in the eye, and then heads out for her progressive turn, and then we finish. Well, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all very much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell to get alerts on upcoming videos. If there's anything in this video that you would like a better breakdown of, let me know down in the comments below. I'll even show you how to do things from other people's salsa dance videos. Alright, till next time, and remember, keep dancing.